Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another amazing home video. Well, as you see by the title today, we are getting some Amazon home pieces. We are talking about some of those Amazon home finds that I have been seeing or that I have purchased lately. For the past few months, you guys have had the luxury and the opportunity to see me pretty much style my home. And I know a lot of times when you go out to the local stores, you don't always find exactly the pieces that I have because it's either already gone or your particular store does not carry that piece. So I have done my due diligence, I have done the work for you, and I have went on to Amazon and I have found some of the best and the closest items to the pieces that I have around my home. So I am super excited about that. I know sometimes also when we go to stores we end up spending more, especially when we don't get going there and getting exactly what we're looking for. So I'm going to try and nip that in the bud today, so that way you can order from the comfort of your home whatever it is that you're wanting or eyeing, and you don't have to spend too much. You can spend the $30 for the vases that you want versus going to the store and spending $250, $300 and you just got so much stuff. And I'm not saying we don't love it, because ultimately we do, but at the end of the day, that's not what we came in here for, okay? I know also nowadays I probably sound like a robot, and that's okay. That's okay. My goal and my job is for every single time you come to this channel, you leave with something. Every time you see me, you're leaving with something. I just want to be that friend, that confident, that person that you can just reside in, that peace when it comes to you knowing that, you know what, I can go to her and she always gonna have the answer. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I might have a good answer. Let's start there. I'll have a good answer. That's what I want to be here for, okay? So guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into today's video. Now, first things first, I have two pieces when it comes to like fashion. I just want to get out of the way because I just want to get them out of the way so we can talk about the nitty-gritty of home pieces, okay? Now, when I go out to some of my stores like Marshalls, even Ross and TJ Maxx, I always look for handbags. I know you guys are probably like, Samantha, we have seen your handbag collection and they are not Ross and Marshalls. Yes and no, because baby, yes, I do. Every single time I go out, I'm in a handbag. I am just a handbag girl, okay? That's first things first. And if you notice, or if you know, or if you don't know, I have purchased, maybe in the last few months, you have seen like my TJ Maxx little run or Marshalls per se run, and I have purchased two purses under $30. So let's talk about these two that I got from Amazon. Now, spring is here and I love the fact that spring is here and summer is coming. I think that's just my favorite time of the year. The temperature is nice, the mood is up, it's just an all around good vibes. And I picked up this very beautiful pink, and when I say pink, it's absolutely gorgeous. It actually comes in multiple colors from white to purple to black, and when I say purple, I mean like that pretty lilac color. And I think she is so beautiful. Also, not only does she open at the top, but she also has a strap that you are able to carry it on your shoulders. It is very wide, shoulder friendly. It's very long, as you see that the strap is long. And I love the fact that you can either cinch the purse in or wear it loose, however you desire. But this is incredibly gorgeous. She's incredibly cute. Also has two pockets on the side. If I'm being honest with you, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the new Chanel that's out without the Chanel price tag. No, it's not the Chanel, but it still kind of reminds me just a little bit of it. And I think this is just so cute. I love having luxury bags, but I also love having inexpensive bags. So if I have my nicer, higher end wallets and things of that sort inside of my bag, it still looks good. And then the very last one that I got is this really pretty vanity bag. Now, she is super cute. She is super gorgeous. This also reminds me just a little bit of, not a little bit, but a lot of pretty much Chanel. All of the fashion designer houses are creating bags and having bags that look like vanity pieces. It also comes with a strap, which is on the inside of it. Also comes with this really pretty strap that just connects on both sides of it, and you can just wear it pretty much crossbody. I think it is just so cute. It's also on the inside, if you notice, it has like this little mirror, so if you are at the dinner table or wherever you at, out lunch, whatever you're doing, you can kind of pretty much see yourself. And it also on the inside has like those card slots, or if you want to put it in there. And it also has like another little holder here off to the side. But she is super cute. Now, this video is not about no fashion pieces, and we're gonna leave that there because in the coming weeks we are going to go into having like a spring overhaul fashion haul, so I'm super excited about that. So I will feature these 2 pieces. I'm just kind of giving you like a heads up so you can kind of go in and get pieces now, so you don't have to worry about seeing things then. See, you kind of spread it out. You ain't gotta see everything at once and try to figure out what you want. You got something now, and then a few weeks later when you see spring and summer pieces, you can kind of like delegate and figure out what you want. Okay, now those are the only 2 when it comes to fashion pieces that I have collected from Amazon, and honestly I'm pretty much proud of myself because your girl can go overboard. But we are turning a new leaf. We are stewarding what we have, and we are grateful. We are content in all things that we do have, okay? Now, let's move on into home, because you guys know that is where the love and the peace is at when it comes to me, okay? First things first, I am in the space of, I guess I'm always in the space of redoing, not redoing, but making my refrigerator more accessible, okay? Now, you guys know, or even if you don't know, I am honestly used to the side-by-side French door refrigerators, but unfortunately this time around, and fortunately this time around, the refrigerator is just a standard top and bottom, and sometimes when you just have those, it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult to basically organize. But that's okay, that's why I'm here, because even if you don't have that traditional French door fridge, I'm here for you. In a lot of apartments, townhomes, even homes nowadays that they're building, I feel like they're going back to the basic and they're just giving the regular refrigerators. So, and at top dollar prices, and I'm trying to figure out how is that even possible, okay? So I purchased a new drawer organization, not drawer organization, but it could be fridge organization for my refrigerator. I do in my household, we do consume a lot of fruit, so I need more storage things inside of my fridge. We are a family of 4, and my husband can eat for 2, I can eat for me, and we have 2 smaller children that are underneath the age of 10, so they do honestly eat as well. So with that being said, this 3-piece set that I picked up, which I will pop here on the screen, is actually really good. It is stackable, and of course it has the drawers. It also comes with the stickers on the inside, so you can, or the feet, so that way once it's inside of the fridge, it is pretty much stationary. Now you guys know I am always picking out things that I can use in multiple places. So just because I purchased these for my fridge does not mean that they can't be used for under cabinet storage. It does not mean that they can't be used for regular countertop storage. It is multi-purposeful, okay? You can use these in multiple places of your home. Let me show you this 3-piece. And while I'm talking about it and pulling it out, in a few weeks, as we redo the fridge, or as we pretty much like do a restock, I'm gonna let you guys do the restock with me. I'm gonna show you guys what it takes and what it does when it comes to me doing restock, grocery day, what I'm doing, and so you can see. So this is the longer one, and you know, with top freezer at the top and the fridge at the bottom, you kind of got to be strategic because the glass shelves, you know, they're not that far apart. So I was like, the regular traditional ones that you could buy really thick honestly aren't an option for you when you have that particular fridge. So this one has a very thinner one that goes at the bottom. Again, it is a pull-out drawer. And then you can take and put the other 2 side by side, just like this. The other one sits like this. It's still in the paper, but it sits side by side just like this, and you're able to have fruit on top, whatever you want to have on top, and then you can have things along the bottom. I like artichoke, I like asparagus, I like all of those good things, so I'm able to store that in here without having to mix that drawer, my onions with it, because a lot of times, I mean, onions are good, but I like to keep them separated, and this is a great way for me to be able to store my things, and they are completely separated in the drawer, and I don't have to worry about the scents or the taste intertwining, even though the food is uncooked. Okay. One of the other things that I also absolutely love was I got a new tree. Now the tree behind me, you guys do see here, this is a really pretty tree. This is about a 7-foot olive tree. But the difference between this tree and the new tree that I got is that this one is already planted. It already is planted and potted. This one is a 6-foot tree, which is basically pretty much the same concept, but I'm actually able to utilize it more because it's not as grand as this one. But I love having and utilizing trees inside of my home because it's kind of like a placeholder or a place filler, and it just makes the space feel more alive, especially until we're able to get plants and things that we're able to nurture and not have to worry about. I feel like there are a lot of artificial trees nowadays that look incredibly real. This tree is by the brand Real Led on Amazon, and it looks really good. I also love the fact that it is already potted, once again as stated, and it's not like overstated or understated. Now if it wasn't potted, of course you would have to get a planter and everything else to fill it however you want to, but to sometimes get stuff out of the box and be able to immediately, like readily use, is a lot of a game changer nowadays, because you already know that is not always the case. You can't just take stuff out the box. You got to make sure you got the batteries, you got bulb. It's just so many things you guys know that you have to have when it comes to getting things ready. And then for the most part, I can use it multiple areas. I have a blank space in my bathroom and it just goes in that space well. I also have empty space at the top of my stairs. It also goes in that space well. Even at an entryway, you can have an ottoman beside it dressed up with the pillow. It looks really incredible well there. So you are not limited to what looks good, especially when purchasing trees. Sometimes trees can be pricey, so that's why I'm trying to list and give options where you're not spending an astronomical amount of dollars to get a look and you're still completely satisfied at the end of the day. Now let's fast forward into some pieces that I have been getting some really great questions about when it comes to my home. And let's start first things first, which is my coffee table in my living room. If you are new here, and even if you are not and you missed the memo, my coffee table was actually purchased from Home Goods for an incredible great deal. It is a marble top and it is a fluted bottom by the brand Tahari. I have searched high and low, and if you are a shopper at Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, you have heard of Tahari before, because there's clothes, there's everything, home, everything. But I have composed a list of comparables that you guys can shop when it comes to having a coffee table, and it's marble. I love a marble coffee table because it's very versatile. It kind of gives that traditional look, but also that modern feel at the same time, where you're not doing too much and you're not doing too little, and it still makes the space look really well. It cleans easily and you don't have to worry about fingerprints per se, like if you are using a glass table. Coming from a person who had a glass table, this is a game changer, because I don't feel like I am constantly having to wipe the table down because I constantly see fingerprints because of the foot traffic in it. Now, while we're talking about the coffee table, let's also talk about the decor that's on top of the coffee table, which is we have from decorative boxes to planters. I love decorative boxes because they can just fill a space so easily. I have decorative boxes so many places throughout our home, and it's just like a space flitter, but it also looks really good. These particular boxes came from Home Goods, but I found some very great comparable ones, as you see, that looks really good. Typically in most places you do have to buy each separate, but Amazon does a great job where you can buy both pieces together at that one price, versus sometimes going into Home Goods and you're spending $25 to $30 per box and you're like, come on now, give me a deal, give me a break. Okay, now let's talk about the things that's not an elephant in the room, but that's an elephant in the room, which are my vases. Everyone loves my vases, and to be quite honest with you, I love them too. They look so good, right? I think vases just basically just kind of tells a story in itself, especially depending on the vases. Now let's start with the one that I have in my kitchen, which is this very understated grayish. It just has like those grays, browns. It's a very nice piece that I like to call a transitional piece that I can take not only from spring and summer, but I also can take it into fall and winter. It's just that really great piece that looks really good. Now, to be honest, planters, vases can cost a pretty penny, but I got you. Now, as you look at this vase, I found once again a very comparable one for you at a very great price that you can be able to have in your home. Do not, and when I say this, I'm saying this wholeheartedly with my chest and everything in me, please understand vases do a great job of taking up a lot of space, because you can fill a vase minimally, but you can also fill a vase very full as I have it, and it looks really good, and it takes up a whole space. It takes up that whole island, and it takes away me feeling like that is a bare space, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, just here on the coffee table as well as on our stand underneath the television, there are also separate vases there, and they're kind of pretty much all similar, which I have kind of labeled here for you and outlined for you multiple of those vases, so that way you can basically see, like, you can get this basically the same vase I have is on Amazon. Yeah, and you can save even more. I probably should have started there, but sometimes I like getting out the house, and then that's the problem, because sometimes I just feel like walking out the door is like $100 just to breathe the fresh air. Okay, so I like going into stores, and I like being able to find pieces, and even in those stores that a lot of people sometimes don't go in, like Burlington and Ross, you can find some really good gems. It's just having the vision and having the eye, and that's where I come in to be able to show you that yes, this is in this particular store, but a lot of these vendors sell a bunch of other places. It's called diversifying your funds, and they're going to market these pieces to this particular class. They're going to market these pieces to that particular class, and it's just what you want to spend. And I do not care about seeing where something comes from. You ask me, I will tell you. If it's Restoration Hardware, it's Restoration Hardware. But baby, if it's Walmart, it's Walmart. If it's Ross, it's Ross. There is no in between for me. If there's something I know I can't find somewhere else, that's one thing. But I just feel like a little bit of person in me saying, girl, you can find that somewhere else. And a lot of times I do. And then there's a itty bitty time I don't. And that's when I bite the bullet and I pay for exactly what I want. Okay. So when it comes to vases, don't think that you can't do much with them. They can honestly also be empty. I like for the smaller ones to pretty much be empty, and you can have those stacked on top of decorative books, and yeah, they look good. Now really quick, let's talk about decorative books, which is honestly something that can catch you up, because it does cost quite a bit of money if you're buying multiples at a time. Amazon like to run deal on coffee table books. They really do. It's just a matter of catching them. You guys let me know in the comments, because what I can actually start doing, I just don't want it to feel or seem like an overload. I can post great deals, really great deals on my post here on YouTube, the community, so that way soon as I see a coffee table book, $12, $13, especially something I know I spent $24 and $30 for, hit the link, purchase it, you done for the day. Okay, that's your purchase for the week. We go on to the next week. I can do that for you. I can compile a list of things that I can say, this is what's on sale today for home. It can be things from $3, it can be things to $300, just whatever your price range and whatever you're looking for, just let me know, and I'm here for you. I'm over the overconsumption of things that we don't need versus things that are actually going to bring value to our life, which is why I stick to home, because I know it's the most expensive place to live and we need peace while we're here. And let's get into my entryway, which also have a mix of vases, also decorative books, which is also like a really pretty space for me. Having catch-alls just does it for the space, and I love having a marble catch-all. Not only do I have one in my entryway, but I also have one in my closet. Just having a catch-all for like purse things. I just love, from different sizes to different shapes, just details, colors. It does a lot for the space. And having one at the entryway, especially when you're coming into your home, that catch-all drop space where it's normally a mess, it can end up looking really, really, really good if you have the right pieces in the right places. Now, as stated, when it comes to my entryway, I am ready for basically a new stand. But for now, I mean, the mirror on mirror, it just has to work. But it also looks really good because I still get a lot of compliments, especially as well as a lot of questions on it when people see it, and I absolutely love it. From adding the decorative book as well as the very ornate vase, marble vase, it looks really, really, really pretty. And again, don't shy away from the marble vases or the marble catch-alls, or as well as the ceramic. They look incredibly well and they look incredibly gorgeous at the same time. When it comes to my furniture, you guys know my sectional is from Amazon. My kitchen table is not from Amazon, but I have plenty of comparables and links of this exact table that you guys are able to actually see. Well guys, that is it. That is all that I have for you today. I want to kind of be able to give you guys a catch-up video, so that way when down the line, when you see the new videos of me redoing my refrigerator and things of that sort, even something as simple as like doing a haul, you kind of can see those pieces that I already have, and you have a video that you can pretty much refer back to that shows those pieces. Okay, but guys, that is it. That is all. Until the next video, until next Sunday, I will see you guys later. Bye.